How we doing, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. The Dodgers traded for Joey Gallo. We're going to tell you why the Dodgers traded for the two-time All-Star. We're going to grade the trade. But first, for all latest Dodgers news and rumors all season long, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. It really helps out the channel. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. Do you think the Dodgers trade of Joey Gallo will be something, nothing, or everything? Give it a grade, A through F. Grade the Joey Gallo trade. I want all your thoughts and reactions to the Dodgers trading for Joey Gallo. Let me know down below. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So pencils down, the MLB trade deadline has came and went. The Dodgers, they didn't make that big splash trade. We saw Juan Soto go to the San Diego Padres, even two other bats that the Dodgers were rumored to be interested in Brandon Drury and Josh Bell. They both end up on the San Diego Padres. And what's the biggest move the Dodgers made? Well, it was trading for Joey Gallo. Jeff Passan tweet out, the Los Angeles Dodgers are in agreement on a deal to acquire outfielder Joey Gallo from the New York Yankees, a source tells ESPN, confirming Ragazza report. The trade, the source says, is pending a medical review and should be completed soon. But the deal is now official. They included their number 14 prospect, Clayton Beater, in the deal, and Beater was the Dodgers' number 15th ranked prospect by both Baseball America and MLB Pipeline. The Dodgers drafted him in the second round out of Texas Tech in 2020. And so far this season, Clayton Beater hasn't been a world beater. A 5.75 ERA, a 5.06 FIP, a 14.3% walk rate in 51 2/3 innings pitched at AA Tulsa this year. So while those numbers aren't impressive, he does have a 36.1 strikeout rate. He has that high spin rate, and his curveball was ranked as the best in the entire Dodgers farm system by Baseball America. So he does have some potential. He does have some filthy stuff. He has that nasty curveball, but he also has dealt with injury. So the Dodgers, they give up their number 15th prospect for Joey Gallo, who will be a free agent after this season. He was making a little over $10 million this year, so he'll earn a little over $3.6 million for the remainder of this season. So you're getting a rental in Joey Gallo that really has had some big issues in New York. Just hasn't been able to flourish under the bright lights of New York City. The boos have really gotten to him. I don't know if you saw some of his comments he made to The Athletic, but man, he was really going through it hard. He was asked, do you think Yankees fans were too tough on you? And he responded, I don't know how they usually are, but I don't know how much tougher they can get. Pretty much every team we play, players from that team reach out to me to say, hey bro, keep your head up, don't listen to them. He would go on to say, I don't go out in the streets. And the reporter responded with, that's sad. And then Gallo responded with, yeah, I really don't want to show my face too much around here. So that's how bad it was for Joey Gallo in New York. He was about as popular as Bernie Madoff and Bob Dolan in that town. They did not like Joey Gallo. You saw they were mercilessly booing him throughout the season. You saw the radio broadcasters from local radio. They were clowning him pretty hard. So he could really benefit from a fresh start, a change of scenery in Los Angeles. But I got news for you, Joey Gallo. If you struggle mightily, these Dodger fans can be relentless as well, just as Kenley Jansen last season. And if you look at his numbers so far this season, they're not good. He's slashing 159, 282, 339 with an 82 WRC plus, has hit 12 home runs, and you're not going to see him against left-handed pitching. So far this season against lefties, he's hitting 102 with a 390 OPS, but you will see him play against righties. Against righties so far this season, a 699 OPS. League average is right around 700, so you're basically getting an average hitter against right-handed pitching that has a higher ceiling, that does have potential to go deep. And look, make no mistake about it, he's been terrible since he was traded to the New York Yankees. He's struggled mightily, and I'm not going to try to spin that, but to try to optimize what he has, you want to see him get that hard contact again more consistently. You want to see him hit dingers, and one of the big issues is his quality of contact has gone down. And yes, he does struggle against the shift, but if you look at just last season in 2021, if you look at his expected slug, he was in the 73rd percentile. So far this season, he's in the 36th percentile. If you look at his expected WOBA last year, he was in the 75th percentile. So far this season, he's in the 29th percentile. So the average exit velocity, 87th percentile last year. This year, that number, that's down into the 38th percentile. So you're seeing some issues when it comes to quality of contact. Now, what are the positives when it comes to Joey Gallo? Well, one, he's definitely going to be a defensive upgrade to Jake Lamb. They traded Jake Lamb to the Seattle Mariners. I know it feels like a death in the Lamely right now, but we'll be okay. He's going to be fine. And Jake Lamb, he was solid. He waited for his opportunity. He made the most of it, had an OPS over 800 against righties, hit 2 lamb chops, 2 home runs in his Dodgers career, but really there was no place for him on this team. Didn't have a role, and once you start to see guys get back, guys like Chris Taylor and Edwin Rios, there was going to be much of an opportunity for Jake Lamb to really play. And I think when you talk about Joey Gallo, if they can find a way to just kind of get him right, he has a higher ceiling. To give you that pop like we talked about earlier, he definitely has that, especially against righties. 11 of his 12 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. So really a low-risk move by the Dodgers. If it works out great, he's a defensive upgrade, has a higher ceiling, can hit for more pop than Jake Lamb when he's right. And I think it's just kind of funny that you have Max Muncy and Jake Lamb on the same team, because let's be honest, they've been two of the most disappointing players in the league this season. If you look at Joey Gallo's 159 batting average, that ranks 227th in the league. Max Muncy's 162 batting average ranks 226. So it's like that Spider-Man meme where they're both pointing at each other for worst batting average in the league. But hopefully, ideally, they can get right towards the home stretch and in the postseason. These are two players that are former All-Stars that have achieved success in this league. And I think when you look at Joey Gallo, he's always been a guy that has struck out at the plate, and he's always been able to draw walks, but the strikeouts are even worse. A 38.8% strikeout rate this season. So if he can get anywhere close to his career averages, he can definitely find a way to help this team in some capacity. And don't underestimate the defensive upgrade in the postseason, because that definitely plays up. Yes, he's not fantastic by any stretch of the imagination, but he is a former All-Star, and really it was not a risk at all for the Dodgers giving up Clayton Beater for Joey Gallo. But I think the big question is, does he use the fuel of New York? Is he going to find a way to say, hey, I want to get back at New York. I'm going to be a free agent after this season. The Dodgers could play the Yankees in the World Series, and we know that after the Yankees traded for Andrew Benintendi last week, that he was going to be the odd man out, and with the writing on the wall that the Yankees had just given up on him, I'm hoping that he uses that as fuel. He uses that Mamba mentality, and he finds a way to contribute and turn things around in Los Angeles. He also has a 217 BABIP. Yes, that number is low because of the shift used against him, but he has had some bad luck on top of everything else. So Joey Gallo, we'll see if he can find a way to have some success. And look, I'm not trying to sugarcoat things or anything like that. I'll keep it 100 with you, because I think Joey Gallo can rake in a church softball league. Now, I'm just messing with you, Joey Gallo. I see all you guys out there saying he looks like a chicken. And yes, his season last year and this year, he was chicken, you know what. But who knows? Maybe the Dodgers have identified something in his swing that they think they can fix. The Dodgers wouldn't just trade for someone for no reason just to make a trade. They think that he can help them win and put them in a better position to have some success. So Joey Gallo, we'll see if he can have success for the Dodgers. I know a lot of you guys are down on it. I know you're disappointed and underwhelmed by the move because the Dodgers didn't go out there and get a Brandon Drury or Juan Soto or a Josh Bell or even a JD Martinez, which the price was extremely high for a JD Martinez. They essentially wanted what they gave them for Mookie Betts for a rental of JD Martinez. So I don't know what was going on with that deal. I think Boston should have absolutely traded him away, considering the fact that he's going to be a free agent after this season. But I think with the market as wild as it was, yes, it was robust at certain positions, but there was not as many needle movers out there that were available. I'm glad they didn't trade for Pablo Lopez, especially when you consider the prospect capital it was going to require to make that trade, and with Lopez under team control through 2024. But we're going to drop a whole entire video just grading the trades, but this one on Joey Gallo. Another trade too that just went down, Mitch White traded to the Toronto Blue Jays. We're going to break that one down. Also, Miguel Vargas, he's being called up. He's going to be on the taxi squad. So lots of exciting things for your Dodgers, and we're going to tell you why they still have a good chance of winning the World Series as constructed. But right now, I want all your thoughts on Joey Gallo. For me, if I had to grade this trade, if he puts up the same numbers that he was putting up in New York and isn't able to turn it around in LA, then it's going to be a D plus C minus level trade. Yes, Clayton Beater, he wasn't one of your top prospects or anything like that, and I have spoken to people that are very familiar with everything that's going down at the farm, and they say that Beater does have some injury concerns, has those command issues. But I think with Joey Gallo, has he been the same hitter since having that shoulder surgery? That's another question I have. Definitely a defensive upgrade. If you can find that pop, I could see him having a big dinger at some point for the Dodgers. But right now, when you look at the season he's had, I mean, he doesn't inspire very much confidence that he can turn around this late. But I hope that he does, because if he does, it can be a major coup for the Dodgers. Back. So Joey Gallo is a former All-Star. If they can unlock that and get him close to showing that pop that he's shown throughout his career, this could be a move that'll pay dividends for the Dodgers. But let me know down below. My name is DMAC. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. For all latest Dodgers news, rumors, hype videos, interviews, breakdowns, and more all season long, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.